Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Thursday, June 29th, 2023. The family of missing hiker Tramel Evans has said that they are continuing their search 2 months after he went missing and are utilizing unconventional methods. Evans, a 25-year-old male, was last seen at Black Rock Campground on April 30th and declared missing on Saturday, May 5th. Searches have continued over the last 2 months, but official searches by Joshua Tree National Park rangers and law enforcement have been scaled back. The hiker's mother, Amy Evans, has said that as of late June, the family is split between two possible outcomes: that Tramel Evans has perished inside of Joshua Tree National Park, or that he has gone off-grid and may be camping in one of the communities near the park. The Evans family has been working with the Fowler O'Sullivan Foundation, which provides assistance to the families of missing hikers by using drone footage and satellite imagery to search difficult-to-reach areas. They have also enlisted the help of a volunteer searcher who collects coyote droppings from nearby areas, then tests those droppings for human DNA. The Evans family is also working with a private investigator to pursue leads that suggest Tramel Evans may be in or around Slab City, an unincorporated off-grid community near the Salton Sea. An eyewitness in Slab City said that someone matching Evans's description asked about parking a camper truck, though this account is unconfirmed. The family has received other unconfirmed sightings of the missing hiker near Nyland, a town near Slab City. Tramel Evans is described as a white male, 6'3", 190 pounds, with brown eyes, brownish-reddish hair, and facial hair. Recent photographs of him can be found in this story online at Z107.7fm.com. If you have any information about his whereabouts outside of the national park, contact the Sheriff's Department at 760-366-4175. If you have information about him inside of the national park, contact park rangers at 909-383-5652. 2 Yucca Valley men were arrested for investigation into reckless driving, DUI, and hit and run after injuring a family, including 2 children, in a traffic collision. Gabriel Hart joins us with the story.
On Monday, June 26, at approximately 2:30 p.m., County Sheriff's deputies report that they responded to a call regarding a reckless driver in a red Cadillac in the area of Santa Fe Trail and Fox Trail in Yucca Valley. When deputies arrived at the scene, they found the Cadillac empty and what they described as a large plume of dust. Near the scene was an overturned Ford Explorer, which was carrying a 63-year-old female, a 27-year-old male, a 4-year-old male, and a 2-year-old female, all residents of Yucca Valley. The passengers of the Ford Explorer, including the children, were transported to Desert Regional Medical Center for injuries. Deputies identified the driver of the Cadillac as Alvaro Rodriguez, a 26-year-old resident of Yucca Valley, saying that he and a passenger, Adalberto Morales, a 32-year-old resident of Yucca Valley, both fled the scene of the collision. Deputies ultimately located Rodriguez and Morales at their nearby residence, where they determined to be under the influence of alcohol. Alvaro Rodriguez and Adalberto Morales were arrested on suspicion of hit and run with injuries, DUI traffic collision with injuries, and driving with a blood alcohol content over 0.15%. They were booked into the West Valley Detention Center on $250,000 bail and $30,000 bail, respectively. Reporting for Z107.7, this is assignment reporter Gabriel Hart.
The Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center in 29 Palms will soon be under the command of Brigadier General Thomas B. Savage. Brigadier General Savage will be the commanding general of the Marine Air Ground Task Force Training Command, Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center, as of July 5th. The base's current commanding officer, Major General Austin Sparky Renforth, will relinquish command to Brigadier General Savage at a ceremony on Wednesday, July 5th, at Lance Corporal Torrey Gray Field in 29 Palms. Since 2019, the town of Yucca Valley has partnered with True North Research to conduct and analyze a livability survey, which will be used for the town council's strategic planning. Selected people have been contacted through phone, text, and email. Reporter Hillary Sloan will tell you why your opinions are important, as the town looks forward to hearing from you.
Yucca Valley seeks residential feedback on town services, the High Desert Nature Museum, recreation facilities, and economic development. The town encourages residents' active engagement and open responses to the survey questions if contacted to participate. The survey is anonymous and is conducted every 2 years. This survey is an essential source of information for town staff and town council members to work together with the community to shape the next iteration of the strategic plan. For a link to the results of the last survey in 2021, see this story at Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Hillary Sloan.
The City of 29 Palms Parks and Recreation Department is holding free movie screenings every Thursday in Lucky Park. Tonight, they will be screening the animated Pixar classic Finding Nemo. Everyone is invited to bring their blankets, beach chairs, food, and snacks. Local nonprofit organizations will be present to sell concessions at the events, and they'll happen every Thursday night until August 10th. The movies begin at 8:30 p.m. at the Lucky Park soccer fields. For a full schedule and list of movies, see this story at Z107.7fm.com. Morongo Unified School District Superintendent Dr. Patricio Vargas was the guest on last Friday's Up Close show with Gary Daigneault. There, they discussed the Morongo Unified School District's approach to student discipline through PBIS, or Positive Behavior Intervention and Support Program. Assignment reporter Gabriel Hart rejoins us with details on this informative segment from the discussion.
When Daigneault asked Dr. Vargas to explain MUSD's approach to PBIS, Vargas first mentioned the 12 MUSD schools that received the PBIS recognition, including 5 Platinum and 4 Gold awards.
So it was really exciting to see the recognition that these schools are doing. Now, when you see the behaviors that we deal with in the schools, it's sometimes frightening.
Remember, I spent 27 years teaching high school.
So you do know. So it's challenging.
Yeah.
And our teachers are now, exhausted and tired. And they themselves, it's like I came to this for teaching, and I have to do parenting and discipline. So this is a call to the community. We cannot do this alone. Schools cannot be the only solely institutions to educate the students in regards to discipline, how they behave. We need the parents to come on board, and we need them to be the partners that actually support us and ensure that our students have proper behavior and know how to act in society.
When Daigneault inquired about new approaches to student suspension in cases where PBIS is not enough, Vargas said,
The past, it will have been this problem takes place, suspended automatically out of the school. Now we say what has been taking place before you make the suspension. So what we're looking into is a more in-depth study of the reasons for suspension, the programs that we have in place to avoid those suspensions, and how that is affecting the school culture within the site. So it takes a much broader approach than just punishment.
While PBIS might have its critics, Daigneault and Dr. Vargas reminded listeners.
And I think parents need to understand that that's a state mandate. It's not something that your local school board has any control over.
No, they don't. And this is something, like you said, it's a state mandate that we need to have all these processes in place before a suspension can happen. And once a suspension happens, we have to put either more steps into place when they come back to our campus. Now, do we have problems that we have to deal with and they have to be automatically suspended? Yes, we do. But those are far in between, which tells us about the community we have. We have a great community.
Reporting for Z107.7, this is assignment reporter Gabriel Hart.
And finally, just in time for the 4th of July, regional fire prevention officers will be on the Z107.7 Up Close show this Friday. San Bernardino County Fire Prevention Specialist Tim English and CAL FIRE Specialist Captain Bennett Malloy will talk about fireworks and home protection, among other fire-related subjects. Your chance to call in live and ask about the best way to protect yourself from fire is tomorrow morning on the Z107.7 Up Close show with Gary Daigneault at 10 a.m. here on Z107.7. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear news happening, let us know about it. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm Jeff Harmetz.